Hi, welcome to my Weston Supermare video. With me is my brother Louis, who was born in Weston, as was I. We've ran businesses in Weston, but we've also been a couple of guys working in Weston. We've actually been unemployed, and we really know Weston very well. We're both 57 years old. I know it's hard to believe, and we know Weston very well, and we just want to sort of correct some of the negative videos that have been out there because we feel they're completely unfair, and we do love Weston. So right now we're in Grove Park, as you can see there, a beautiful park, and only about 100 meters from the town centre high street. You can see here the lady playing with her dog. We've got squirrels here. Say hi to the squirrel. And we're at the top of the park here. There is a play area for children in the background, and we're literally going to walk, and it is a park, Grove Park, on a hill, and we're going to walk down and then walk up the high street and show you that Weston, like any town, does have empty shops, yeah, but there are more shops and business owners than there are empty ones, and it's a town that has many different facilities for guests that visit. Get it? Memorial here. Of course, there's a lot of history to this park. I used to play here as a child. Me and my brother would come here in the days where you had a parkie that told you off when you were misbehaving. You've got a lovely church down there, and there's quite a large war memorial. Here's the Jill Dando Memorial Park just here. Here's Robert, off to the London Marathon soon.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, what other running stuff have you done?
I've been Tokyo.
Wow.
And I've done Sydney last year.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
You should be very proud of yourself, and he's a very fit guy, a bit fitter than me. And what do you think of Weston overall? You know, there's a lot of negative videos. What do you think of it?
I like Weston personally. I think it's a great place.
Yeah, how many years have you been living here?
37 years now, 38 years.
And me and him, 57. So
yeah.
there must be something good, isn't it? So
Yeah,
we're going to go off and film some other parts of Weston. Thanks very much to Robert.
That's all right.
A house here, John Hugh Smythe Pigott as well, the Lord of the Manor, creator of Weston Woods. And Weston Supermare has beautiful woods. They run for about 2 to 3 miles from the beach all the way to, they say, the motorway junction. And this is just Grove Park. There's other park. There's Clarence Park, Ellenborough Park. We've got Ashcombe Park. There's several beautiful parks in Weston. We've got one of the best war memorials here as well, which you can just see it there in the background. Just there, and in the background, just up high, there's a little newt pond that Weston people always visit, because when we were kids, we went there and we would see all the different newts and tadpoles and just generally have a great time. Now, if you have a look here, you're not seeing any problems. You're not seeing any problems with drink and alcohol and all that. This is a lovely park, well-kept park, and we've got some other areas here as well. This is the Jill Dando Memorial Garden, lovely. And of course, Jill Dando was born in Weston Supermare and had an amazing career in journalism. So okay, at the moment, and this is just, you know, this has got nothing to do with this video, but me and my brother both went to Wyvern School and Wallacott School. Now, Wallacott School, my geography teacher was Crockford Hawley. Well, he's currently the mayor of Weston, and he's virtually born and bred as well. So there's a bit of history there regarding our old teacher. He was a very good teacher, and we liked him very much. Just showing you the bandstand here, and there's lots of events in Grove Park as well. Oh, look at that, how close it is. So in one of the negative videos that we saw, someone zoomed in on a couple of empty shops just here, right by the Playhouse Theatre. Now, this Playhouse Theatre is a very busy theatre, and try visiting it, because I tell you now, it's operated by amazing management and staff, and it's a pure joy to be there. Now, if you look here, all these shops here, okay, all these shops here are full, okay. But in the video, in the negative video, they zoomed in on one of the empty shops, which was completely out of order. It wasn't a balanced review. I'm not going to mention who that was. This place, I've been here before, lovely place to visit, and you've got, you know, bars, restaurants, takeaways. There's the theatre there again. So yes, you've got a couple of empty places here, and the guy who made the video filmed it, zoomed in on it, but he didn't zoom in on all the full and busy shops. We've even got an indoor market If you look here, we've got an indoor market and it's full of traders, and you should chat with them because they're so interesting. And we're just coming up to the high street now. You've got shops there along there that lead to the beach. Then you've got this indoor market just here, and here's one of the empty ones that was filmed. The thing is, they filmed the empty one, but they didn't film all the full ones. So here's the high street coming up now. If you look here in front of the waterfall that we'll see in a minute, all these shops are full. We've got bars, restaurants, takeaways, plant shop there, and a hairdressers as well. All full of shops. You've got the Royal Hotel, beautiful hotel. It's been managed and full for at least 30 years that I know of. Then you've got this new area where the college have invested in this area to create better education, better university facilities. We've got the Sovereign Centre. Now we all know that these indoor shopping centres across the world actually are finding it difficult to fill spaces, but there's a full team that are working on filling these spaces. So this is what used to be called the Italian Gardens, and the beach is that way. So where's this horrible worst place in the UK? Where is it? Please show it to us. They've got old properties here like Walker and Ling that's been completely revamped. The council are offering subsidies for lots of business owners to help them refurb their premises. But as far as I can see, the premises are actually filling at quite a good pace. There's probably 100 shops on the high street, and I would say if there's 15 empty ones, I'll be surprised. And you've got to remember that running a business in this climate is difficult. Yeah, I will say that one thing I feel like the council could do was offer more incentives for lower cost parking. So you've got a couple of empty shops there side by side, but look at all the full ones. All these shops are completely full. You've got the bank there as well. And let me just zoom in a bit. Burger King. This is not a dead, dying town. Yeah, this is a town that actually new businesses are opening. I would say every week I come here and I'm seeing a new business. You see some close, and I am seeing a council that is proactive regarding helping to fill these units. Brand new Greggs there. Specsavers moved over the road. Look at this, Imagination Fascination Kids big player. I've been in there many times. Lovely. My wife comes here all the time, gets her hair done at a bargain price. You know, instead of spending 80, 90, it's like 40, and she completely rates it. So BM Bargains, Poundland, all your usual high street. Quite a few coffee shops have opened up recently as well. And it's not all coffee shops and charity shops at all in Weston. You've got a real range of shops here. So we're now inside the Sovereign Centre, and do you know what? There's only a few empty shops. So we're quite late in the day, so some of them are actually closing. But look, if you look, these shops are not empty. You've got some really good brand names here as well. Nice jewellery there, Blue Ink. This is our dying town. It's just ridiculous. And if YouTubers are going to make videos, keep it balanced, please. Before you start completely slating it. There's a lot of people that live here that are actually quite upset by comments like that. Even I don't want to hear someone saying that where I live is the worst place in the country that they've ever visited, and then they just come here and just zoom in and film all the empty properties. So we're just coming out from the Sovereign Centre. Takes us to the pier, okay? And it's quite, it's about 2 minutes walk. And so we've had comments about the pier and the charging on the pier of £2. Fellas has been here several years. Does anyone remember the model village and also the mini zoo that was up there in Marine Lake? And that's a lovely area with Madeira Cove, and there's a nice cafe up there. See the woods in the top? Those woods go all the way in. They go all the way about 2 miles, and there's actually a Roman encampment up there. There's a lovely kids play area further up, and so I can't show everything in this video, but yes, the new pier, of course, massive investment after the fire. You do have to pay a few pounds to get in the pier, but come on, I went to Longleat the other day and I think it was about £40 a person or more, and so I feel like £2 completely reasonable. And they've got all these different events on. Just this weekend they had dinosaurs, and there's a cafes and all the usual amusement arcades, donuts, pancakes, all that everything you'd expect from a pier. And they're all friendly, and they've actually got a covered area where you can walk on the pier without getting wet. Candy floss, come on. And you've even got, look at this chip shop here that's on the beach. Yeah, so you don't have to, if you're walking your dog on the beach, you don't even have to go inside. You go into the window just there, get your chips, you can sit, or you just go for a walk. We've got a big wheel. I mean, quite common you see big wheels. And see some of these hotels in the background. This hotel here is fully operational for residents. It's just been refurbed, has a new roof, completely been painted outside, and then you've got this nice chip shops and scoops here, and there's a new confectionery shop which I'll show you now. So, you know, and then over there where it says PJs, you've got that really nice gift shop. They've done a great job of that. And see where the ice cream cone is? They've got some, you know, they have an excellent reputation there. So check that one out. And then we've got Pier Bistro, the only sort of similar round restaurant in the country. They invested millions on that. And then we've got Brunello Lounge, which a lot of Weston-super-Mare locals use. Great service, amazing food as well. And this is a business that me and my brother ran many years ago. And then you've got this one here, another chip shop. And I'm not sure if I like the positioning of this. I do think offering facilities for young people is excellent, and having fairground sort of atmosphere, etc. But plonking it in the middle of this area, I'm not really up for that. I'll be honest. I just think it blocks this hotel, which is actually in the middle of refurbishment. I know it looks, you know, broken windows, and that's because a new business owner has purchased it, and he's investing in high quality flats at the top, and on the ground floor is retail areas. You can see the work happening. This isn't just talk. So there's people investing all the time. You've got this Mexican restaurant just up here. I am zooming, and to the right of that we've got Salt and Malt. Have just opened a brand new chip shop, and I've been in there the other day and had some chips. It was lovely. You've got your usual amusement arcade road, which I do like amusement arcades, just not too many, isn't it? You know, you go in there with your children and then they start asking for those pounds. Another thing I want to point out is that in the video that we watched the other day, some of the businesses that were pointed out as being shut down, they were actually just closed during the day, because some businesses are nighttime businesses and other businesses are daytime. Now, straight at the end there, you've got Kentucky. Is that a new place there? That's a new place. Western Nails, wow. And McDonald's across the road from that as well. And the Olympia Arcade that's been here forever. Got thrown out of there so many times. I apologise for being such a badly behaved child. So here we are, and this is what they call the main drag. You've got a bar here on the corner. A bar that we operated and had several names, but Steamrock was probably one of the ones, and Med Bar. So there's a lot of hidden secrets to Weston. At the other end there, and I can't go there, is the uphill boat park. There's a lovely cafe there operated by Julio, and you go in there. He literally makes homemade ice cream. The food, the service is amazing. Well done to Julio. You've got Breandown Island just over there in the distance, and Steep Home and Flat Home, which is a bit blocked. See what I mean by this fairground? I just don't feel that having that dominating this viewpoint, sorry, don't like it. Just being honest there. And you've got some bars, and there's a nightclub up there for young people called Pop World. There's your Brunello. Imagine when all this is finished, when all the seats are out on a sunny day, they get all the furniture out all the way along here, right up to the road there. And it fills with people, and the atmosphere is fantastic. And we've got this fountain here that gets turned on when the weather's nice, and it's an off-season day today. The children are at school. And you've got Scoops there, and we've got this new confectionery here. It looks really nice, actually. It's not quite finished yet, but it's looking good. And we said they should do takeaway. So we're at the newly refurbished Candy Royal with the owner. Your family has been running businesses in this block for how many years?
Since the early 70s.
Wow,
Yeah,
what's that? How many is that? 50 years?
Yeah.
So pretty sure this will be an expert on Weston. So going to talk about his shop here and the facilities that they offer.
Well, we refurbished. We started refurbishing in February and we've just finished. So we do traditional sweets, fudge, the wave sweets, but we also do ice creams, sundaes, and we also do waffle balls, which are basically obviously similar to waffles, but they're shaped in balls. And they're just like an easy, nice sort of finger snack.
Yeah, lovely.
Check them out, guys.
Yeah, well, we'll have a quick look inside. I just want to ask a question, and that is, when the weather's nice, does Weston get busy, or is it the worst holiday resort in the world?
When Weston's busy, it is actually packed.
I know.
Literally, you can't move, and this is the main sort of thoroughfare here. And it's actually got something for everybody. I mean, we've got a beautiful beach with the views, the walks, Weston Woods, uphill. The waltzes as well, if you're in for a bit of a thrill. So yeah, I think there's plenty for everyone.
Big time. And there's so many the housing areas in Weston. You've got Whirl.
You've got Whirl, Milton. You've got Locking. You've got the new developments springing up, and then you've got a
Westwick
from Victorians, the new builds.
It's just a lovely town. If you want to come here, if you want to start a business or get a job, there's plenty of prosperity here in this town. And if you speak to Western people, you know, and I was born here myself, they're really friendly people, genuine people. Just going to go in and have a little film of the shop. And this is, it's not completely finished yet, remember, but look at this. Look, you've done this so well. And this shop's sort of famous, isn't it? Because it's been here since I was a child. And it's great to have a family that is so passionate about their business and their business that they run in Weston.
We've also got
Yeah.
a nod to the past.
Yeah.
When we took the counter apart, we found Mr. Luigi's original song.
No way.
So we put it up there.
And I knew Luigi. I actually knew he was friends with my father.
Absolutely.
Knew him quite well. And I was only young myself. So yeah, thank you for your hard work. When it's busy, remember when it's busy and you're queuing out there getting your lovely ice creams and things, these people are sweating behind the counter. And then in the winter, they have to, save the pennies. Anyway, this is your nighttime road. You've got your Zinc nightclub and you've got your Bear Grylls. Check that one out because that's very famous. There you go. And there's your Mexican restaurant just here. There's your new Salt and Malt there. Very nice food. You've got this area, Pirate Adventure. And then you've got a cafe there on the beach. And there's your Salt and Malt there. Very nice. Done a nice job of that. We've got this area being developed here. Anytime Fitness All Stars. There's a cinema there as well. And on the ground floor, you've got Nando's. I mean, it's, like I said, it's not a busy seasonal day today. And you can see by the clouds. So there's your Victorian cafe there, the beach, the donkeys. You've got this lovely restaurant on the actual beach, which is called Revo. All these premises are dog friendly. Now look at that promenade, come on. And the beach. I know that we don't get this lovely blue sea, you know, we have to take that one. But look at that view. And when it's clear skies and there's a sunset, it's one of the best sunsets you've ever seen. And these families and kids, how can you say to any family, you are now visiting the worst place in the UK? It's completely unkind, it's not true, and it's not fair. So anyway, I'm just going to walk past a couple of the big hotels. Now this path was taken by one person that made the video, and it was a quiet day like today as well actually. And you got, at the end of the day, it's a seasonal town, and the seafront gets busy when it's sunny and at weekends and when the schools are closed. The rest of the time, businesses have to be very careful with their costs so that they can afford to pay the bills in the winter. And the last thing they want to have is people making YouTube videos saying negative comments like that. It's not helping anyone. Better to film and then to make some recommendations, get onto the council, get onto the different I don't know, bodies, and just make some positive suggestions. So you got your Wetherspoons Cabo there and a big lawn down here in front of the Royal Hotel. That gets really busy. You've got the Thatch Cottage, just had a brand new thatch roof fitted, lovely restaurant. And then just further up there you've got the Smiths Hotel and the Mentone. I think that's enough for now. My brother's on the phone, and you know, please say your comments. if you're going to say something you don't like about Weston, please say it in a constructive way. If there's tips you want to give, great, you know. Hopefully people will read them and take it on board. If it's just saying, blaming everything on alcoholics and drug abuse and things like that, please don't, because every single person has a story. And when you walk past these people, and you know, these homeless people, alcoholics and that, they all have a story. They're all human beings, and they shouldn't be blamed for all the problems that society has. Just enjoy, come to Weston, spend the day here, get yourself a bag of chips and an ice cream, have a lovely family time, and thanks for coming to Weston. It is appreciated. Weston business owners do appreciate you coming. Of course they do. You help them pay their bills. Bye for now. You want to say goodbye? Thanks guys. Weston Super Mare is great.